Hi there, we're back. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from your tables. And ladies and gentlemen, it's time to face the 2021 award winners. 12 members of the alumni community who are truly making the world a better place. Yes, we've moved on 2021. We're almost catching up with ourselves. But before we jump into the award winners, we'd like to take a minute to recognize the wonderful Dr. Marta Belander. She's the founder and executive director of Refugee Rights. Marta founded Refugee Rights Europe 5 years ago, and her apolitical and humanitarian approach in areas such as collecting data, advocating towards policymakers, and developing the capacity of grassroots individuals and organizations to advocate has changed the debate on refugees' rights and has been replicated by other charities. In recognition of her outstanding and inspiring work, Marta has been given a special nomination as highly commended by King's College London. Marta, congratulations on your achievements once again. I hope you're enjoying the evening. To all of you, so yes, that's Marta, Dr. Marta Belander, and you can Google, find out a little bit more about what she's been doing. But congratulations on being awarded a special recognition as highly commended. Okay, don't forget to use the chat functions, the emoji reactions throughout, and it's time now to introduce Julie Devonshire, OBE, who's going to present the King's Future Alumna Award for 2021.
Hi, I'm so proud to tell you that the King's Future Alumna Award is this year awarded to Aisha Inga. Aisha founded Muslima, the world's only Islamic app dedicated to Muslim women, helping Muslims integrate their faith with their lifestyle. This award is in recognition of Aisha's exceptional potential. She's particularly striving in her entrepreneurial spirit and translating this to benefit for her community.
Thank you so much for this award. I have to say this is probably one of the best ways to finish medical school with this award.
Oh, you're frozen. You're frozen. Okay. Very proud family there. And you've got the pennants as well, which is really good. Good to see the King's pennants. There's still time to rush out and get them on Amazon before the end of the ceremony. The ceremony is scheduled to end on Saturday afternoon when we've gone through our 2025. We're just going to keep going through the years. Hi, Aisha. You froze there. I've got a feeling that we might have to... Aisha, try switching. If you maybe switch the camera off and keep the mic on, we can hear from you. No. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, sorry, Aisha. Congratulations from all of us. Well done on your King's on your King's Future. Oh, you're back. King's Future. Okay. Congratulations, Aisha. Thank you once again, Julie. Thank you for your presenting duties. I think we have to leave Aisha there. We do. Okay, have to move on to the King's In-Service Award. And we welcome once again Professor Funmi Olonisakin to present the award. Hi, Funmi, you there?
Here.
Yay. Hello.
Hello. This is a very special award to me. And this award goes to Mom, who's a member of my international team and who's one of my favorite people. So the King's In-Service Award recognizes a member of the alumni community who has gone above and beyond in service of society. Momin co-founded 1 Million Meals, a volunteer organization set up during the COVID-19 pandemic to provide free meals to frontline NHS staff and key workers. Within 2 days, Momin brought together a network to deliver this by an all-volunteer. To date, 1 million meals have provided over 100,000 meals and more than 200 locations through 47 hospitals, trusts, and food banks, it should be. This award is in recognition of Momin's commitment to the service of society. He has gone above and beyond to support others during difficult times. I'm really proud to pass on this award to you virtually, Momin. Many, many congratulations, my dear.
Oh, Mumin, well done. Congratulations. I mean, this is an idea that people thought, God, how can we thank the NHS workers? How can we do something for them? And you not only had the idea, but delivered it. How did you even begin to go from the idea to delivering?
Firstly, Rory, thank you very much. And thank you very much, Funmi. And Rory, your energy is so amazing that, it has glued me to my seat. And, with my laptop, you're one of the reasons that we're really enjoying the ceremony today. And I must say that the skills and the global problem-solving mindset I developed during my time as a student and a staff member at King's really helped me turn this idea into a reality alongside my team members and the whole team of volunteers. And it couldn't get any better receiving this award from Funmi, who's not just like my mentor, but who is like a guiding light. And again, it's an honor for me to be serving under the mission that she leads at King's. So it couldn't get any better for me. I'm so grateful that I've been presented the award by you. It's an absolute honor. And King's, as I said, I've had the best time of my life at King's, and it feels like my journey with King's is never ending. It has become a part of my life. My journey started in 2014 as a student, then as a sabbatical officer, and now as a staff member. So yeah, King's is my family now. So
congratulations. Thank you so much, Momin, and just for all you've done. Thank you so much on behalf of all the people who benefited, but also from all of us at King's, and congratulations. There is our King's in Service Award winner. Okay, congratulations. Thank you, Momin Saqib. On we go to King's Local Communities Award, and I'd like to invite Professor Franz Burkhardt, the Executive Dean of the Faculty of Social Science and Public Policy, to present the award for King's Local Communities.
Huge privilege.
I imagine.
Can you hear me?
Yep, got you.
So it's a huge privilege for me to introduce Gonche Alavi, who is this year's King's Local Communities Award winner. Gonche has demonstrated his spirit in the face of the pandemic, again, a pandemic story, volunteering with her Sufi community to mobilize quickly to distribute PPE items to hospitals, care homes, refugee and homeless communities across London, but not only across London, because we were talking earlier, Gonche and I, actually it's become a global effort. So this is now in 40 cities around the world, and they've distributed more than 100,000 items of PPE to hospitals, care homes, and so on. And now also offering mental health support through the Sufi meditation and through the community. And I think this is really an incredible effort, Gonche, and very, very proud of you from King's, and congratulations.
Thank you so much, Professor Franz and Rory, for being a great host today. Really, really appreciate this award. It means a lot, and just grateful to be here. It's truly humbling.
Well, you're the ones who've done the work this year. Absolutely incredible. That amount of PPE. I mean, just brilliant achievement. Well done. Are you still working at it? What's next? What's happening now?
Yeah, absolutely. We're still at it. The need for PPE has died down in some communities. So we've kind of pivoted more towards supporting low-income households. We're doing a food drive, for example, on the 21st of June. So it's constant. We haven't stopped reaching out to those who need support. But like I say, the immediate need for PPE in most parts has since subsided, of course.
Oh, but you're just finding other ways to support the community. That's why you are our 2021 King's Local Communities Award winner. Congratulations there to Gonche Alavi. Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
On now to the King's Entrepreneur Award, and to present the award again, let's meet her, let's greet her, let's get a knife and fork and eat her. The one and only Julie Devonshire. You have done so many presentations this evening.
Sorry, you're fed up with me now, but I'm really delighted to tell you that the King's Entrepreneur Award this year is awarded to the amazing Dr. Bahavagaya Bakshi. Bhavagaya is a general practitioner, co-founder and CEO of See the Signs, an award-winning platform that uses artificial intelligence to identify patients at risk of cancer at the earliest and most survivable stages of the disease. Alongside See the Signs, Bhavagaya teaches healthcare entrepreneurship to medical students at King's, empowering future generations to think laterally and to creatively solve frontline challenges in healthcare, using innovation and entrepreneurship. In 2020, she was recognized for her work by the Obama Foundation, who named her one of their European leaders. This award is in recognition of Bhavagaya's entrepreneurial spirit and innovative commitment to cancer research.
Congratulations, Bhavagaya. Can she join us? Dr. Bhavagaya Bakshi, can you press is it the camera and the microphone? Maybe not. I want to meet her because she's done some fantastic work. I'm sure that AI, that's the sort of the next step, isn't it? With treatment, using AI to identify patients at risk, and of course, it's the whole thing about catching it early, isn't it? If it's possible, and also a worthy winner of the Obama Award. So I would like to just add my personal congratulations to Dr. Bhavagaya Bakshi on her amazing work. And although it appears that she cannot be here in person, I'm sure she's here in spirit, as indeed am I, to congratulate her and thank her as the King's Entrepreneur of the Year, 2021. So well done. Congratulations, Bhavagaya. Okay, we have to move on to the King's Emerging Leader Award. To present that, would you please welcome for the King's Careers and Employability Department, Fiona Simpson.
Hello, everyone. Hi.
Hello.
Hello. So yes, it is my pleasure to present this award to Alumni Alumni Day. So I was fortunate enough to meet Alumni when I invited her to speak at a careers panel for students at King's who were interested in a career in government. Alumni is bright, friendly and down to earth, and yet has had a remarkable career since leaving King's in 2013. Alumni is an experienced government advisor and currently works as an assistant director in the Department for Business, Energy and Industrial Strategy, where she also chairs the Women Empowered Network. Further to this, her work on the Vaccines Task Force has been absolutely vital in a year like no other. Her passion for her work and drive to give back to students at King's is an inspiration. At a recent event we held for our Careers Plus programme, which supports students from groups underrepresented at King's, Alumni shared her own lived experiences with vulnerability and gave invaluable advice to students embarking on their own career journeys. Further to this, Alumni runs Shade of Success, which is an online mentoring network for BAME women. This award is in recognition of Alumni's exceptional success. She is a driver of change in her field and has an incredible ability to empower students to realise their own ambitions. I could not think of a more worthy winner for the King's Emerging Leader Award.
Thank you, Fiona. Alumni, please, the floor is yours. You are an emerging leader.
Thank you so much, Fiona and Rory. I'm so honoured. I'm so excited to be here with such amazing talent today. King's is a bit what I feel is where I started my leadership journey. I did the Gold Leadership Programme. I kind of founded and launched a society. So I've kind of gone on to lead King's and continue to kind of found and lead things wherever I've gone as well. And I felt like King's has kind of followed me everywhere I've gone. And I've really enjoyed building a relationship with Fiona over the last year, especially during the pandemic. It's been a hard time for all of us, and having the opportunity to inspire others and make new graduates going out to the workplace not feel like it's a bleak place. And they could come and work in the civil service. There's so much amazing opportunities here to kind of have real impact on the ground, such as the work I've done in the Vaccines Task Force. So thank you again, Fiona. Thank you, everyone. I'm really honoured to have won this award today.
Brilliant, congratulations. So you said the Vaccines Task Force. Where exactly have you been have you been where exactly have you been in government?
I've worked everywhere.
No.
So I've worked in the Home Office, worked in the Foreign Office, currently in the Department for Business, Energy, Industrial Strategy. Previously was doing macroeconomic stuff. When the pandemic happened, everyone's kind of gone in and helped where you can. So I've been doing some of the international stuff on the vaccines, making sure that we can get the global supply into the UK and make sure everyone gets vaccinated in time.
You've been the massive success story of this. Really. I mean, is it working with brilliant people and
Amazing people, and people who don't think about what, how it's impacting them. We all just want to make sure that the pandemic ends as soon as possible and get back into some sort of normalcy. So that's been really important for me, and it's been inspirational working with people who are just keen to do that as well.
Thank you. And our Prime Minister, of course, who will be appearing in just a moment when I do my little bit. Alrighty, thank you so much. Congratulations, King's Emerging Leader of the Year 2021. Congratulations. Just a couple to go before I have to do a little bit. So we have now the King's Arts and Culture Alumni Award, and this is going to be awarded by Professor Cliff Eisen, who's the Professor of Music. Hi there, Cliff.
Hi. This year's King's Arts and Culture Alumni Award is awarded to David Stanley. David is a disability rights campaigner, music director, teacher, composer, and founder of Man Project, an award-winning music education service for people with disabilities. David's dedication to the sector and his students has seen them perform at the Royal Albert Hall, the London Palladium, and other notable venues. I'm honored to present this award to David in recognition of his outstanding contribution to the community in ensuring those with disabilities can benefit from musical education.
David, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Tell us about your work.
Well, thank you, and thank you, Cliff, and also to Colette, who was a student with me, gosh, over 20 years ago, who nominated me. My work is the most rewarding job in the world. Over 20 years ago, I had one student with learning disabilities, and I turned to that student one day, and it was a kind of a joke, but I promised them, I said, one day you'll perform the Royal Albert Hall. And there was no way that was possible for so many reasons. But 20 years later, that student was joined by nearly 200 other musicians with learning disabilities to perform with a 60-piece strong symphony orchestra, massed choirs in front of 3,000 people at the Royal Albert Hall. And not many people understand or believe just what people, musicians, artists with learning disabilities can achieve. For so many decades, they were the forgotten society. But I'm here to tell you and everybody that for me, they're the best of humanity. And I have the most rewarding job in the world. The Albert Hall, the London Palladium, we want to go to Broadway. We're looking for a chance to perform on Broadway very soon. And they are the most inspirational, the most passionate, the most entertaining people you can imagine if they're given the chance. And King's gave me, if you like, that chance. They gave me that drive and that confidence, the power of knowledge, high expectations. And all I've done is given that to my students who deserve that just as much as I did. So it's so wonderful that the place that made the biggest impact on me has given me this recognition. And so thank you, Cliff, and thank you, everybody.
Oh, thank you, David. Thank you very much, Cliff. Thank you for presenting the award. And David, lovely to meet you, albeit virtually, but thank you. And another inspiring example of what started at King's and has gone out into the wider world and made such a difference and been really inspiring. So we've got a couple more in this section, and the first of those is the King's International Alumni Award. And to present that, would you please welcome the Director of King's Brazil Institute, Dr. Vinicius Mariano de Carvalho.
Thank you very much. It's a great honor and pleasure to present this award to Lena Schubman. Lena was one of the most brilliant students I have had in my academic career, and she proved that in professional life also is as brilliant as a student. Lena is currently a program officer with the World Food Program of the United Nations in Guatemala, supporting the most vulnerable populations to achieve food security and nutrition. Lena works on different programs and projects to improve the food security and nutrition of the population, for example, through promotion of climate-smart agriculture, precision of school meals, and development of apps to support local users as well. This award is in recognition of Lena's passionate commitment to improve the food security and nutrition of the population in Guatemala, as well as her mentoring contribution within the King's community for coming quite every year to talk to our students and inspiring them as well. So, Lena, zum Wohl.
Thank you, Vinicius. Lena, congratulations.
Thank you very much, and thanks so much to you, Vinicius, and especially to the War Studies Department for all the inspiration throughout these years, and for all these possibilities to talk to so many people and get to know about all these amazing opportunities that are out there that we as students and former students of King's College can have access to really make a difference and really support the most vulnerable people in our world. And also, thanks a lot for this amazing opportunity, and I'm very honored to receive this award. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Well done, Lena. Thank you. Are you in Guatemala at the moment?
I'm going back tomorrow, actually. So I'm right now on a family visit that was long overdue because of COVID. So I wasn't able to travel for the past almost 2 years. So I'm going back to Guatemala tomorrow.
And where are you now?
In Germany.
Okay, congratulations. And God, were you in Brazil? That was an amazing broadband signal. It was impressive, fantastic. Clearly designed by one of the King's Alumni winners. Well done, congratulations, Lena, and safe journey back to Guatemala. And good luck with all the work you're doing there. Fantastic. Okay, we had 2 more awards, but we had the Global Health Alumni Award, and Tim awarded that already to Dr. Akhil Jagadar. You met him earlier. He was the King's Global Health Alumni Award winner for 2021, and we welcomed him earlier on. He's from Bangladesh. He was the one who was working, of course, with all the reproductive health workshops and the antenatal checks, and we met him a little bit earlier on. So that leaves us with 1 more award, and that is the King's Alumni Impact Award. And please, would you welcome, is it Professor Marianne Thane or is it Hannah?
Hi.
Hello, you're there. Hi.
I am here. Apologies, I was lost in the cyber corridors. I was here, but undetectable.
Don't worry. You're here now. Well done. So the King's Alumni Impact Award.
So it's a real honour to present this to Toby Oridayan. Huge congratulations to Toby. The King's Alumni Impact Award recognises an alum who is enhancing the lives of others through outstanding leadership within their community. And Toby is an award-winning journalist who focuses on race, feminism, beauty, politics, and popular culture, and is founder of The Black Ballad, a UK media company made by and for Black British women. This award is in recognition of Toby's leadership in cultivating change for the Black British community. She ran 2 nationwide data surveys to bridge the data gap for Black women and made a BBC radio documentary touching on key issues about the experience of Black business employees in the UK. Congratulations, Toby.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, Toby. Well done.
Hi, thank you so much. Thank you to King's. As like many people said, been a consistent force for good in my life from my undergrad to being on the King's Entrepreneur Programme. Also, I'd like to thank my husband and my daughter, dedicate this to them for all their support. And I think what we've seen over the last couple of days, the fallout of the football, I think it's really important to talk about race issues. I think it's really important that we celebrate the Black British community and also understand how hard it is to be a Black Briton right now. So to all the Black Brits watching, to all the Black British alumni, keep your head high, keep going forward. It's hard, but we'll get there in the end.
Thank you, Toby. Those are such current words. I mean, just the last 24 hours has been such an embarrassment. So thank you very, very much indeed for those words, and good luck with all you do. Oh, where can we see the radio? Where can we hear the radio documentary? Would you put
that is on the BBC?
If you have a link, put it on the chat thing. So
yes, I'll put a link there. So yeah.
Yeah, so people can hear it, because I'd love to hear the documentary. Okay, well done, Toby. Congratulations on the King's Alumni Impact Award. And we have 1 more award I mentioned, sorry, I said 2, and that's the King's STEM Alumni Award. So here to present it, would you please welcome Professor of Molecular Biophysics, Dr. Brian Sutton.
Thank you. It's a real great pleasure for me to present this year's STEM, Science, Technology, Engineering, Mathematics Alumni Award to Valerie. She's eminently deserving of this award, as you'll see, as Valerie graduated from King's with a degree in physics, moved into nuclear physics, and then trained in computer science, leading to a long and distinguished career at the UK Atomic Energy Authority labs at Culham, and then Harwell in Oxfordshire, where she developed neural network computing and AI technology towards the end of her time there. But she then decided to change direction completely, starting a new economy, from which this was just a hobby at the outset, but she now lectures extensively in the UK and abroad and runs courses for the public, all of these culminating in her election as Fellow of the Royal Astronomical Society, no lesser figure than Sir Patrick Moore. She's written books on both computer science and astronomy and is committed to public engagement in science. I had the pleasure of first meeting Valerie at King's 3 years ago, as we share a passion for a particular piece of scientific history made at King's, namely the work of Rosalind Franklin and Maurice Wilkins and the discovery of the structure of DNA. In fact, Valerie tells me that she took an X-ray photograph of DNA as part of her practical work for her physics degree. We visited the labs in the physics department and the biophysics unit, forerunner of the Randall Center for Cellular Work, which is now at the Guy's Hospital campus. So we saw the original DNA model and of course the famous photograph taken by Rosalind Franklin, photograph 51. And so I came to experience Valerie's enthusiasm and passion for public engagement in science. I remember that Valerie promised to write a book about the DNA story. Perhaps that's on her list to do. Valerie, I can think of no one more worthy to receive this award in recognition of your distinguished career and contributions across so many different aspects of science, technology, engineering and maths, and also for your enthusiasm and commitment to public engagement in science.
Congratulations, Valerie. You were there a minute ago. Put the camera on and the mic on.
Yes.
It's very simple. It just did down. I can hear you.
Just talk.
Yeah. I can hear you.
Normally my
a minute
sons
ago.
are here.
Just press the camera on the bottom.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I cannot tell you how I feel by this award. In fact, I'm very close to tears. I think in the little recorded, I described what it was like when I received a letter from King's College London, obviously in my own handwriting, because we used to send a stamped addressed envelope for the results of our application. And I can remember how terrified I was to open it. And it's obvious what it was. And my parents were there. They ran a shop at that time, and they were busy in the shop. And I opened it on my own in case it was really bad news. And when I found out I got a place at King's, I cannot tell you. I mean, there were tears. Tears starting now. It meant so much to get into King's, actually, and it was streaming down my face, and I was shouting, "Mum and Dad, you know, I've been given the place at King's." I got a very similar reaction. In the middle of one afternoon, a few weeks ago, I got a letter email from King's saying they decided to award me this. Equally privileged. That's all I can say. Never expected in a million years that somebody like me would get an award. Brilliant people, Franklin. By the way, I did show Brian, but you probably can't see it. But I did. When I came up to London, my picture of DNA, I still treasure. It was a real privilege as an undergraduate to be able to take images of DNA. I love my time at King's. It was right in the centre of London. It was a fantastic place to be. It was like the centre of the British Empire. Around it. And I met my husband there, Dr. Michael Corbank. He's here with me at the moment, but you can't see either of us. And our two sons, Professor David Calderbank, who's a professor at the University of Bath, who works for Darius as head of applications there, and all that happened at college. Actually, I don't know whether in Windsor Great Park, but the Physics Society always used to hold meetings there in January, and it was a privilege to go there, you know. There, Rory. I don't know whether King still has these events at Cumberland.
Yes, memories of the 1980s there. Valerie, thank you so much. It's lovely. Thank you for joining us. Say we could hear you, but we couldn't see you. I love the fact that one of the most distinguished computer scientists in the country is struggling slightly with the weird nature of virtual award ceremonies. You've been brilliant. You've been inspiring. And we hear you contributing on the radio. your place in the pantheon of British scientists is assured. And King's, we love you, Valerie. King's values you. We think you're tremendous. So thank you for all you've done, and congratulations on being the STEM Alumni of the Year. Oh, she's gone.
Well, thank you very much.
Okay.
All of you.
Oh, thank you, Valerie.
That work.
And congratulations, well done. Thank you for all you do. And Brian, thank you for presenting that. Okay, I was going to give you sort of 10 minutes of reflection as well, but we're rushing so short of time. But it's great to be back here. I mean, the first time I went to King's was Valerie was talking about getting her letter. I think I got my letter in about 1980, and I saw that picture of King's on the prospectus. That was what sold King's to me. I thought, what a beautiful building, what a lovely place to learn, and what a great place to go to university. And it was when I got to King's that I realized that actually that was a picture of Somerset House, which was next door, and King's was the kind of wine rack new building sort of to the right of it as you look across the Thames. So but I think you've actually now taken over Somerset House, a little bit of it. The East Wing is the Dixon Poon School of Law now, but it was a picture of Somerset House. So I've always thought, gosh, I got the building wrong. But anyway, and now it's a shock to find out that I'm actually one of the windows outside King. Oh my God, I've got a large, embarrassingly large photograph in the window outside. It's next to sort of Archbishop Desmond Tutu, who, funnily, I think he got a tutu actually. So I thought if we got Archbishop Desmond and then me and then Deborah Bull, who is the ballerina, so you could have 2-1, 2-2, 2-2, which would be kind of nice. Anyway, there we go. But I don't know why I'm in those window displays next to these people like Thomas Hardy and Peter Higgs and Dame Cicely Saunders and Desmond Tutu I just mentioned. I mean, it's just amazing alumni that we've had, and all those that we've met tonight are worthy to be in that company. I mean, the weird thing, of course, is that most of the winners tonight weren't even born when I was at King's. This is a bit embarrassing. For those who weren't, I mean, you think I was there 1980 to 84. So think about it. We had a very different time. We had a conservative government, then quite a right-wing conservative government. They were constantly having battles with Europe, the EC. I mean, I don't know if you can imagine the situation like that. Anyway, and the year that I left King's in 1984, Spitting Image started, and one of the main characters was Ronald Reagan. And I had to say that I occasionally voiced Ronald Reagan in some of the Spitting Image special episodes. And of course, we thought of him as a mad right-wing leader. And then, of course, Donald Trump, I got to say, Donald Trump, he makes Reagan look like Abraham Lincoln, don't you think? I mean, but I want to say a few things, if I can, about King's. Love King's, beautiful place. And I remember when I founded it back in 1829, and it was me and the Gandhi, and it was George IV, tremendous gentleman, not the mad one, that was George III. George IV, he's got a bridge named after him in Edinburgh and a street in Cambridge. I've got a tower named after me, a lot of hotels, a lot of golf courses. But George IV and the Duke of Wellington, he and I, great friends, a very distinguished gentleman, very good soldier. We fought together at Waterloo, and I got a Purple Heart. I got a Purple Heart from fighting alongside the Duke of Wellington. He founded King's all the way back there in 1829. I said, there's a beautiful part of London. It's called the Strand. Okay, the Strand. It's like a beach. It's like a beach along the Thames, and I love that little stretch. I bought a condo there. I built a condo there, and wonderful thing. But that was a long time ago. Things have moved on now. King's is doing wonderful things and beautiful. We met the principal earlier, little Shittage, tremendous guy, and Deborah Bull, the vice principal, tremendous ballerina. I worked a lot of times alongside her. I danced with her on many occasions. A lot of those principals at the Royal Ballet, did you notice there was Deborah Bull, there was Darcy Bustle. Basically, you had to have the initials DB, okay? Deborah Bull, Darcy Bustle, I think David Beckham danced there as well. So tremendous people, and a very distinguished lady. Now you're vice president, so thank you for your vice presidency. And the world has changed a lot. All these great movements at the moment. We've got the Women's March. We've got QAnon. We got Black Lives Matter. That was another thing I started. Okay, I started that with Martin Luther King, great friend of mine. I knew him very well. We were very close, really close, very, very close. You know how close we were? I shot him. That's how close we were. and I know him well, Mr. Martin Luther King, and I knew his sister, Billie Jean. I knew his sister, Billie Jean, and I was the last man she ever had. Did you know this? But Billie Jean was not my lover, okay? She was just a girl who claimed that I was the one. I don't know why I keep doing Trump, because we've got our own Trump, haven't we? Back in yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, hi. It is your Prime Minister speaking, the Captain Corona, the father of the nation, or at least a considerable portion of the nation, the moral compass, although invariably a moral compass that is facing south, or if you're a lady facing north. But I'm here to salute our fantastic world-beating universities, and our world-beating COVID statistics, and our world-beating footballers. Of course, unless you include Italy, of course, who I think rather unsportingly, also refused to observe social distancing on Sunday night, and were constantly within 2 meters of our worthy strikers. But my friends, we are opening up. The country is opening up once again. We are once again able to hug each other, though not in the Matt Hancock sense of the expression. Matt Hancock, who obviously had to go because it is not acceptable for a cabinet secretary to get more than I do. So he went. But anyway, I'd like to say that we are opening up. We're no longer going to have that rule of 6. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? We had this interesting. We had 6 people from 2 families, and the way to remember that was always that's Boris's children. Okay, 6 people from 2 families. Although technically it was 3 families, although he was still in the 2nd when he had the 5th and the 6th. Was it the 6th or 5th? I don't know. I forget what my personal reproduction number. I think for every one of me, I think there is 6 or 7. I forget anyway. I mean, if you've been in contact with me in the last 5 years, then I would say get a test. Get a test. That is the thing to do. So other cabinet ministers, we haven't doing these briefings. I've missed seeing Jacob Rees-Mogg. I think the reason they don't ask me to do them is that I look too much like an undertaker. But I have done my bit. I've been listening to the marvelous contributions of people at King's, the Million Meals project, and all that PPE. I myself was going to do laps of my garden, a la Captain Tom Moore, until it was pointed out that my garden it takes up a considerable portion of Somerset, the Somerset leveling up always. So it's too much for me to do. So I've got Nanny doing laps of the garden on her mobility scooter, and I think she should be back sometime next year. But it's funny, Jacob Rees-Mogg always reminds me of something out of Gilbert and Sullivan. You know what I mean? That sort of 19th century thing. And if he was doing a Gilbert and Sullivan now, but here's a list of all the countries in Europe I can't stand. There's Portugal and Italy and Poland and Romania, the Netherlands and Germany and France and Lithuania, Sweden, Spain and Hungary and Finland and Estonia, Slovenia, Slovakia, and maybe Macedonia. There's Malta, Belgium, Greece, the Czech Republic and Croatia, and Luxembourg and Cyprus, which is practically in Asia, and Austria and Latvia and Denmark and Bulgaria, and Ireland, and if Turkey joins, the whole thing gets much scarier. But once we're out of Europe, we'll no longer be inferior. We're even doing trade deals with Burundi and Liberia. They tried to stop us leaving, which was perfectly absurd of them. It's what the British public voted for, at least a third of them. Thank you very much indeed. That's very, very kind. So we live in a weird world, folks. A weird world, as I was saying earlier. As a former president of the United States, they call me the Perineum president. I was the one between. No, I won't do that joke because it's a little early for that joke if you're in London. But you look at the world leaders, and honestly, if a Martian landed and said, "Take me to your leader," you'd be a little bit embarrassed at the moment. You'd probably say, "Let's just go and have a coffee instead." So you think, where do we look for inspiration? And tonight has been a very good example, because I'm so much happier to see the example of the alumni coming out of my Kings. My Kings, there you are. I'm talking like David Walsh now, and have a genuine affection for the place, which tried to educate me for 4 years, between 1980 and 84, doing French and German. So my 3rd year was spent in Paris, and my 4th year was mostly spent on the cabaret circuit in London with people like Harry Enfield and Julian Clary, doing the Joan Collins fan club. So I was at lectures in the day, and then doing 2 or 3 different cabaret things in the evening, and then trying to finish my essays on time. So I remember that time with great affection. But it's so good to see what is coming out of King's now, the inspiring teachers, the inspiring lecturers, and the example that they have given, and the people that are coming out of King's, and the things that they're going on and doing. Because it's all very well to get an education, but to go out into the world and do the things that you've done in the very short time since you've left university has been just amazing and inspiring. So really, if I had a message, Sasi, we would salute you and to congratulate you. And I'm going to really look forward to looking through the list again of the winners and just say, look what this person's doing, look what this person's doing, and why can't I do more? I go back to my French education and Voltaire saying, il faut cultiver notre jardin, which I take to mean, well, you can't necessarily change the whole world, but you can do your bit to change a part of the world. And that's what you're doing in your various ways. So thank you very much indeed. I salute all of you. And we are now going to have our final awards of the evening, and the first of those is the 2021 Helen Hudson Award, and that is going to be presented by the wonderful Evelyn Welsh.
Thank you, Rory, and I promise you I'll have to do this in my own voice rather than in many of your voices. We are so proud to have you as an alumnus of King's College London, and we could ask you to say it in German as well as in French, given your dual degree. So many thanks. And we're now in 2021, and the Helen Hudson Award for this year recognizes the exemplary contribution of a member of the King's community to the college or to the alumni body. The award honors, as we've heard, Helen Hudson. 2021 Helen Hudson Award goes to an exceptionally committed member of the King's alumni community. Our 2021 winner is a 1972 chemistry alumna who began her career working in the pharmaceutical industry before going on to work in computer programming. She is currently creating several online international businesses under her company, Paragon House International. This year's Helen Hudson recipient is a close friend and supporter of King's. As a donor, a regular event attendee, and a volunteer. She is vice chair of the King's College London Alumni Association and a member of the London Alumni Advisory Group. In addition, she has provided mentorship and guidance to numerous King's students, both through King's Connect and the King's Leadership Mentoring Program. The winner of the 2021 Helen Hudson Award is Sue Searle. Sue, congratulations. Well done.
Here's the lovely award. And thank you also for the lovely box of goodies that King sent me today, which was quite a treasure to open. So that's amazing. So thank you very much. Rory, you won't remember this, but a couple of years ago we bumped into...
Mute her, quickly now, mute her.
Sorry, Sue, I was joking. We bumped into each other, and you very kindly opened the door for me as I entered the IOD. So what a pleasure that was, I can assure you.
Where were you going into?
The Institute of Directors.
Oh, the IOD, yes, of course, absolutely.
You came out, and myself and my husband were going in, and it was like, oh, hi.
Yes.
A nice surprise, yeah.
He employed me as a doorman briefly for that. Well, that's good. I'm glad. So amazing work. And tell us a little bit about this last year for you.
Yeah, well, I'm going to, like some people, do a little bit of reminiscing. So this is a very special award for me, having known Helen Hudson personally. She was a great supporter of women, as you've heard tonight, and encouraged us to study subjects like chemistry, of which students at that time were mostly male. Helen was the sole woman in many areas in King's, and along with Professor Jean Hansen, apparently the only female professor, which is quite incredible, and with whom I studied biophysics, inspired me to study for my MSc in Frontiers in Medical Science 3 decades later. So as Brian Sutton pointed out tonight, which was wonderful to hear, I never forgot Jean's groundbreaking sliding filament theory of muscle fibre, or using the electron microscope, which I'm sure he will remember, took up almost a whole room, or the huge model of DNA in the reception. As you heard, I'm a keen supporter of women in STEM, and I very much enjoyed mentoring a wide variety of students and alumni in amazing subjects like AI, medicine, and biomedical engineering, all truly inspirational. As you can see, King's gave me a lifelong passion for learning. My student days were an exciting time for King's and London. My third year saw the opening of the Strand building by the Queen and Prince Philip, with brand new chemistry labs, which were exciting for us, providing a great view of Aldwych and a change from the dingy basement labs of Surrey Street. At that time, yeah.
I remember those.
Yes, I know. There were a few explosions down there, I think, from time to time, so they had a bad reputation. Sit-ins, as you probably know, were very much part of the scene then, and I have fond memories of various capers, 1 or 2 with LSE as well. The principal, General Sir John Hackett, who was a very distinguished gentleman, even joined a demonstration in the Strand, which was amazing at that time. There's a photo of this somewhere in the student magazine Raw and, of course, in the college archives. Hopefully, our new principal won't be expected to follow this example. King's has seen, as you know, an incredible growth to about 30,000 students since those early Strand campus days when there were only about 3,000 students. It's been amazing to see the expansion of the medical schools and acquisition of Bush House, a huge asset. I've taken a keen interest in the new faculties there and enjoyed seeing many young people, some of whom have been here tonight, begin their entrepreneurial journey and been able to follow their success during the last few years. Being part of the journey in mentoring students and graduates has been most rewarding and enjoyable and a learning experience for us all. Having joined KCLA as Vice Chair last autumn, I'm looking forward very much to building an even stronger and meaningful relationship with alumni and welcoming new graduates to our community with some exciting new events planned for the future. It's a huge privilege to receive this award, and I'd like to thank everyone for their support and for voting for me. Times may have changed, but the friendly community atmosphere of King's remains. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Sue. Sue Snell, congratulations to the Helen Hudson winner of 2021. Thank you. And I'll hold the door open for you anytime, Sue. That's lovely. Thank you very, very much indeed. And lots of congratulations as well on the chat, I can see. Okay, so just one final award, and this is the King's Alumna of the Year 2021. And our King's Alumna of the Year Award 2021 goes to Dina Asher-Smith. Dina Asher-Smith is world champion in athletics and a class of 2017 King's History alumna. How does she have the time to do the King's History course and become the athlete that she is? She's the fastest British woman in recorded history, holding the British records at the 100 metres and 200 metres. In 2018, she won the Women's European Athlete of the Year award, fourth British woman to do so. She won a bronze medal at the 2016 Olympics. So we've all got high hopes of her later this month, or yes, beginning of next month in Tokyo. So congratulations to her. Now, I was going to say, as they usually say at these award ceremonies, she also she can't be here now because she's on her way to Japan. And they usually say, I caught up with Dina earlier on, but of course, you wouldn't catch up with her because she's the fastest woman on the planet. So to say we caught up with her earlier, nobody has caught up with her, or I hope will catch up with her in the next month in particular. She's a remarkable, remarkable woman, fantastic role model, and again, a wonderful advert, and I'm sure ambassador for King's. So I'll just ask you to do the applause emoji as are in your reactions there. As I say, sadly, she's got a very, very good excuse. She's not going to get a letter from her PE teacher, but from the head of British Athletics. She's got a very good reason not to be here. But we send you, Dina, our best wishes and our love and our, very, very best wishes for the Olympics. Good luck. Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have a 5-minute group photo stage after this, but we've got to move to some closing remarks. So please don't go after Professor Evelyn Welsh has finished her remarks. Stick around because we have some group photos on the stage. And after that, we've got a DJ set from DJ Cuppy herself, who was the winner of an award earlier on. So DJ Cuppy is going to do a special set for us. She was the winner of the Arts and Culture Award, of course. She's done an exclusive DJ set for us. So sit tight for that. And don't forget, hang on for the group photos after this. But just to send you on your way into the group photos, will you please welcome back once again, wonderful Professor Evelyn Welsh.
Thank you so much, Rory. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the Provost and Senior Vice President for Arts and Sciences here at King's College London. And thank you all so much for joining us for what I hope you will agree has been a truly inspiring celebration, recognizing some of the outstanding individuals in the King's community. I'd like to extend my personal congratulations and those of my senior colleagues to all of our deserving award winners. At a time of continued uncertainty, it's really uplifting to hear the stories of perseverance, commitment, and service to society from all across our community, like the ones that we've heard today. Through your hard work and dedication, you continue to provide much inspiration and reflective glory for our entire King's community. I've been incredibly grateful to our alumni for the ways that you've continued to support King's, and most importantly, our students, your successors during the last year. There have been so many examples of this, and please let me just tell you a few. Each March, the King's community comes together to celebrate King's Global Day of Service, marking the day King's was founded and bringing alumni, staff, and students together to volunteer in service of society. Despite the many restrictions around the world, and at a time when the UK was in lockdown, it was incredible, really genuinely incredible, to see the innovative ways in which the King's family united to help their local communities in March 2021. In Shanghai, our Alumni Association arranged to clean a local green space, inviting current students who had not been able to travel to King's to join them and build new connections. In the spring, almost 150 alumni from 46 countries were paired with a student for King's Let's Chat. This is a new initiative designed to combat social isolation, and we know people have really been lonely this year. Throughout the year, alumni like you around the world have continued to support our students as mentors, advisors, and as speakers on career panels, and as international ambassadors helping future students to choose King's as their university. Thank you for your continued support. As Professor Kapoor mentioned earlier this evening, later this month, we'll be continuing the online celebrations at King's as our class of 2021 attend their virtual graduations. Throughout the last 18 months, with support from staff across the university, these students have shown remarkable resilience, adapting to a largely virtual learning environment and excelling in their studies through difficult circumstances. I know that we can rely on you, on all of you, our alumni, to give them a warm welcome and to ensure that this year's graduates feel that they are now joining a global alumni community. And I hope you'll join in sharing your congratulations with the class of 2021 across King's Connect mentoring platforms and on our social media channels. And for our winners, please use your pennants and fly your flags. And rounding off the gratitude, I'd like to extend my thanks to KCL Bangor Society for their brilliant performance earlier, and a huge thank you to Rory Bremner for being such a wonderfully entertaining host throughout the ceremony, and of course to our entire alumni team and Megan Bruns for organising this evening's event. So I'm going to pass back to Rory and the team to organise the photographs, and then we'll be welcoming back to the stage the 2020 Arts and Culture Award winner, DJ Cuppy, who'll be performing a special set recorded exclusively for today's event. Thank you. Rory, back to you.
Thank you so much. As I said, so group photos, I should have mentioned earlier on, thank you, Evelyn. I should have mentioned a little bit about the Alumni Awards. So these are relatively new. They were launched over the 2017-18 academic year. And the idea was to recognize the King's students and alumni who've demonstrated outstanding professional achievement or civic leadership or service to King's and society. So that was the idea. It was a relatively new thing. So throughout the autumn, the King's Alumni Office welcomes nominations for these awards, and so the categories include volunteering, entrepreneurship, and the alumni and staff of King's were asked to nominate those alumni and students that they felt were making a really positive impact and demonstrating extraordinary potential for the future. And you've seen that the winners all exemplify that really, really well. So that was the purpose of the awards, set up quite recently, and they really were to highlight and to reward some outstanding achievement in leadership. The selections committee, which includes representatives of the community, they all reviewed the nominations and they selected the recipients for the awards. 3 categories: alumnus or alumna of the year, the Helen Hudson Awards, and the top 10 under 40. You've already seen 2 Helen Hudson winners, and that was an exemplary contribution of a member of the King's community to the college or to the alumni body. And the top 10 was originally under 40, but they scrapped the 40 age limit this year. And those are the top 10 awards that you saw 2020 and 2010 and 2021 for people who are leading in their fields or making a real impact on society. So that's it. So it was a relatively new thing, and they are set to really to encourage, to inspire, and to highlight the amazing graduates coming out of King's and those who are making an incredible impact very, very soon after their graduation. Okay, so that's what the awards is all about. Congratulations to all the winners. Don't forget, it's not the winning that counts. Oh no, sorry, it is. Apparently it is. It is. It's been a pleasure to host these awards. Thank you very much indeed for bearing with us. We've still got 8.5 million people watching. It's wonderful. A lot of people still live, and they're waiting for Cuppy, because Cuppy is going to do a little DJ set for us. We already had a fantastic. The bar is very high, because that Bhagwan Society really rocked things, didn't they? They were fantastic, the Bhagwan Society. But we have got Cuppy. We've got a winner, an alumna winner, 2020, to do a DJ set for us. Please assemble for the group photos if you want to know how to do that. I don't think I can help you on that. Oh yes, you just got to gather on the stage, and that will be organised for you by our amazing tech team. So I should say a quick thank you as well to all the people who made this possible, and our technical platform here. Yes, big round of applause to you all there for the DigiLeaders platform. Who they gave us the lounge, and they gave us the tables and all the rest of it. So thank you very much indeed to DigiLeaders, and Pahina is here, and Romina is here, and various others are coming for the group photograph. So we're going to have a lot of winners on the stage together. Thank you so much for putting up with me. Congratulations, all you winners. Go forth and be inspired, and go Kings. Yay. Thank you. I'll stay for the photograph.
Just gathering 3 groups. This is our first group, so just double checking we've got everyone here. I'm going to go on mute in about 2 seconds, so if we could all get ready with our big smiles, and I'll get ready for the screen grab, and then we'll move on to the next group. Thanks everyone. In 3, 2.
You got that?
Everybody, that's fantastic. So just bear with while we get through these groups. Thanks everyone. Okay, moving on to the next group. So we've got, here they come. You could all accept the requests when it comes your way, and we'll get these green grabs, what we can do in the virtual environment. Welcome to the Thanks everyone, please bear with.
You're all there. Hi guys, well done, congratulations. Well done. I mean, what time is it in Pakistan?
I guess it's 12:40 a.m. in the morning.
Oh my goodness me. Oh, how is life in Pakistan at the moment? What's going on?
It's going good. I'm also working in King's, so I've had my first meeting 8 a.m. London time today.
Well,
so yeah, I've been King's throughout the day.
I had a lovely time in Pakistan in the Cricket World Cup in '96, I think it will be. So,
right, interesting.
Yeah. I met your president, who was a very talented cricketer. No.
Yeah, we're all cricket fans here, so.
Well, are you playing T20 later in the? Okay. Oh, we're going to talk about cricket. Okay. Another time, I mean.
All right, we look like we're all here. Thank you, everyone. So big smiles, and I'll get the screen grab in 3, 2, 1.
Back. We've got everyone. We've got the Davids. We've got Akhil. Akhil, you're not in Bangladesh, are you?
No, I'm in Worcester.
Yes. We established that from earlier on. Okay. Who's the furthest away? Sue, you're not in Guatemala. You are. Oh, sorry, no, you're nowhere near. Where are you, Sue? London?
I'm in Farnham, Surrey. Yeah. So not too
Farnham,
far.
lovely.
Yeah.
Where are you, Alidi?
In London.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, everyone. That's it, and we actually did that in 2 groups. So fantastic. Back to you, Rory, or intro to the next.
Thank you,
section.
all
Thanks,
of you
everyone.
guys. I am exhausted. I'm just going to go and get blast of the rays of sun you can see out there. Oh. Sun is setting over the White Horse Hill, and I'm going to have a glass of wine. Thank you so much for putting up with me. You were great. And I tell you what, I've kept all the biogs, and I'm going to show these to friends and say, look what these people are doing, and you won't even put the bins out. So brilliant example. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, where am I now? Who's